Hey, I want to talk about your favorite subject in sales, prospecting, not, but I'm going to give you some easy ways to do it.
This is the Franchise Pitfalls and Profit Show. Each week, we bring you the challenges and triumphs of being in the franchise development and consulting business. The things you need to make money faster. And now your host, one of the most successful franchise developers in North America, Don Shin.
Hey, who likes prospecting? I don't, but I want to give you some easy tips. I've been talking a lot lately about building a lead generation machine. And, there's 4 or 5 really important components about building that machine. And I talk about that in some of my events on LinkedIn. But one of the things I want to talk about here today is the fact that there are a lot of different lead generation strategies. And one of the ones I'm going to talk about today is networking, and really how to use and the power of networking in your lead generation or in your franchise prospecting. So let me talk to you. Let me add something here to you. Now, my slide deck is messing up. I tried 5 different times to fix this, so I'm sorry about the highlights. But what I wanted to go over here is the fact that there are multiple lead generation strategies. I teach that. It's in my courses. It's in a lot of my events. It's in a lot of my training. But the important thing to know is that some of them are pretty easy to do. And that's where I want to talk about the power of networking. There are a number of strategies on here that are literally networking type strategies. So let's chat about a couple of them. The first one on here is tell everyone you know what you do. Tell them all what you do. I'm shocked at how many times people are not taking advantage of telling their friends, telling their families, telling their business contacts. Everybody that works on your house, your gardener, your lawn care people, your HVAC company. Tell them what you do. Your friends and your family and your former colleagues, they want to help you as well. So who better than to make referrals to you, and who better than to network with than all of the people that you come in contact with. My point is what my mentor said to me when I first started my business, and this is exactly what he said. Everybody that'll give you 1 to 3 minutes of their time, simply take the opportunity to tell them what you do. Now, a spin-off of that is strategy number 10, friends and family. I mentioned that, but the importance here is to have a launch, have somewhat of an opening. You can call it a grand opening, you can call it a soft opening, but have some form of event that starts your business. You don't have to do it day one, you don't have to do it month one, but I would certainly do it within the first 30 to 90 days of you actually beginning your franchise development career or your franchise brokerage business. And again, who better than to talk to than friends and family? They're going to be smiling, welcoming, forgiving faces when you present, but they're also going to be people who really, really want to see you do well. There's nobody more than your friends, your former colleagues, your family, than those who want to see you do well. So they're going to be an immediate source of referrals. So network with them. Network with your friends, your families, your colleagues or your former colleagues. Now, another one I want to talk about networking, 2 things. I want to talk about joining your Chamber of Commerce, which is a good thing for your community anyway. And then I also want to talk about local networking groups. And again, all of these are things that I would say 80 to 90% of the, at least in the broker consulting space, 80 to 90% of the people aren't doing this. And yet everybody struggles with lead generation. Every one of them tells me, boy, this is the hardest part of the business, is lead generation. And yet there are things out there that they could be doing, things out there that you could be doing as well. So let's get back to that. Join your local Chamber of Commerce. It's a good thing to do for your community. Join a local networking group. Now, what's the difference? Sometimes people say, oh, those are the same thing. They're not the same thing. Your Chamber of Commerce is going to, I say your Chamber of Commerce is going to have a lot of, again, depending on the size, they're going to have a lot of people there who could hate their jobs, who could hate their boss. There will be some business owners there who maybe want to be starting another venture, or maybe they're selling their business. You don't know that. Maybe they're selling their business and they're thinking about the next step. What do I want to do next? So your local chamber of commerce, and they're going to have events. They're going to have an annual expo. They're going to have times where they bring speakers in. They're going to have specific mixers and networking events. Go to those things. Participate. Join a committee. Participate in your local chamber of commerce. But you're going to be around tons of people who, again, who potentially could be people who are looking at starting a business, or looking at changing careers, or looking for an additional revenue stream. So join your chamber of commerce, get involved, go to events. Now, the local networking groups are different. These are groups that are intentionally organized in a way that's going to pass referrals. So join, again, it's called a networking group, and you are networking, but join a local networking organization or group. They're going to teach you how to network better. So there's power in that. They're also going to be a set of eyes and ears for you outside of your meetings with these people that are you're getting to know, you're building a relationship with. They're going to trust you, and when they see opportunities to make referrals for your types of services, they're going to naturally look to you. So two different types of organizations, both are going to give you networking type opportunities. Both of them are going to generate leads for you. And then obviously number 11 is referrals. That's a good networking thing. But the last one I want to talk about is strategic alliances or strategic relationships. Network in your community. Find the people who know about money. Find the people who know about people's financial situations. They're your accountants, definitely your financial planners, occasionally probably the attorneys, certainly estate planning attorneys, your bankers, your insurance agents. And the reason I say network with them and build relationships with them is that they know people's financial status. They know people's money conditions. And so who better than to probably know what someone is doing with their monies, whether they need more money, whether they're looking for additional income streams, whether they are interested or thinking of selling a business or potentially starting another career. So again, these are people that know about other people's money, and therefore they are going to be great ones to network with. They're going to be great ones to build relationships with and get referrals. So there's tremendous power in networking when you need to prospect for franchise sales. There are tons of lead generation strategies. Don't get locked into just purchasing leads, which is the first one in our training program. And look to some of these strategies that won't cost you any money. And again, this power of networking is literally going to cost you little to no money, and yet produce a lot of referrals and a lot of business for you. So let's wrap up, and we'll close right now.